Hey folks, so today I'm going to be going over the dream horses. This is just an update to one of my old videos which had bad audio. Main reason is just to fix the audio, but there's also like one or two things to cover, and I want to cover what I did go over in a bit better depth. So I'm basically going to crash through this as quickly as I can. So the first thing that I want to go on about, which is the new thing, is everyone gets a free dream horse from when they start the game now. So this is through your challenges, so it's just down here, or you can press Y to bring it up. Vipico's Dreaming Horse. So you can claim this, and then you can use this to pick a Doom, Dine, or Arduanatt, male or female. So you get to pick the dream horse of your choice. And then you can go with a mythical sensor bundle if you've already got all the dream horses and you're trying to get your mythical horses. I already have all three mythical horses, which is why I haven't claimed this. It's just sat here because I literally do not need anything from it. Now, in regards to this, by all means, you can use this to claim whichever dream horse you want if you're not interested in going for a mythical horse. However, what I would advise is basically, I'm just going to double check because you can basically buy dream horses on the market. Yeah, I thought so. Pick a male because you can pick up females on the market, no problem. But males, they just don't exist. So if you're going to be going for a mythical horse, for the one from Vipico's, go for male. Now I'm going to go through the information on how to make your own tier 8 Corsa up into a dream horse. So obviously you can buy a dream horse, but it's going to cost you like 10 to 12 billion. But the other option is basically to make it yourself. Right, so if you do decide to go down the route of doing your own from a tier 8 horse, it does need to be Corsa like in my previous video, and it needs to be level 30. Then you'll bring it here to the Stonetail Horse Ranch. And then you need to make sure, or to Grana, it also works at Grana at Mabley, the NPC, West Stable. And then you have to make sure there's no gear equipped at all. And then you'll basically click on your horse, and you can see it needs to be max stamina as well and HP, and you'll see Corsa training. So you can click on this here, and then you'll be able to go into basically what you need for a Corsa. So here you can see you need a Crocodile's Orange and Stone. This can be bought off the market, or you can make it yourself. It tells you how to make it. It's only one per click, so it's not too bad. 8 million per click, and that's back then. The prices have probably changed. In regards to this, you do get given them for free as well. Now there's also 9 different training materials. As you can see, it says skill, elegance, and strength. So this is basically adhering to each different type. So the strength ones are for your Doom, the elegance ones are for your Unicorn, and then the skill ones are for your Pegasus. Now, the Fruit of Uranus is basically from events. Yanaros, I guess it's a hard one to pronounce. The Rainbow Gem is from trading, so you don't really get that much anymore, but you can get them from Imperial Delivery as well. You can also get them for Peridot Petals, which are a reward from the Narc Magic Sealing Stone bundles as well. And then farming for the Stonetail Fodder, which is Blush Leaves 20 for a Stonetail Fodder. So that's like the easiest one to get. But that's only once you reach Artisan 1 farming. You use magical seeds, so you get more. So then your elegance, so the Mysterious Blue Conch is from events. The Breezy Conch Seaweed is from fishing. So you can either get it from fishing, or I believe you can hand in the fishing byproducts for it. Then the Spirit Pouch Beast is from hunting. Spirit Pouch with Ferocious Beast is from hunting. It can also be looted from butchering Calc or Blue Whale. And again, Peridot Leaves. And Hunter Seal tokens can be traded for them as well. So then you've got your Blue Hoofroot, which is from gathering and dailies, and Peridot Leaves as well. The Pure Forest Breath is a rare chance from being looted from monsters, so it drops some monsters. And then the Brilliant Crimson Fire is a case of it's from events. Now, as you can see here, special items to increase your training level. So it's basically the ones over this side. The blue ones give you +2, the green ones give you 1 XP. It does say on them. When you reach 100, you will have like 100% in one type, you'll have a higher chance of success, but you need to have 200 altogether to use one Crocodile Origin Stone to attempt it. So each course of training level can be increased by a maximum of 180%. When the course of training level reaches 100%, you will have an increased rate of 90% on obtaining certain dream horses when awakening is successful. So if you do 1 to 180%, it's 90% chance of being the type that you want. So if you're going for a certain one, definitely do that. But it's a case of once you go over 100, in the set one, it decreases to being half effective, the food that you put in. So it's basically like putting in a 260 rather than 100. Decimal training levels will be lost awakening attempts because it is basically halved if you use crons, or if you don't use crons, it disappears. You do have the fail chance now, so every time you fail, the success rate goes up. So I'll just show an example in here now, basically on how it goes. So that would be 200 because they're 2 each, but it goes to 150. As I said, so it's a case of I can't do the training because you need to have 200 overall. So I would ideally want to get this one to 180 to have the 90% chance of getting a unicorn or Dine. And then I need 20% from somewhere else, so obviously just use 10. And then you can use 100 cronstones. It is worth doing, depending on the price of the items that you're using, but generally it's worth using 100 cronstones. So you can skip animation, or you can have the animation, but you still have this animation afterwards guaranteed. So failed to awaken, of course, that's what you're going to get most of the time. And as you can see, it all reset, which is why you want to use your crons. But as you can see, current success rate has gone up to 0.2. So every time you fail, it goes up by 0.2% chance of success. So I'll just do basically one more run because I've got the thing here just to show you how it works. So again, try and max out 180% on one type. I don't think I've got enough here actually to get to 180, but that's fine. Press the wrong button there. So I'll just max it out and then we'll go from there. So I went over to 205%, but that's fine. The 0.5 will just disappear, but it kind of just shows you basically what happens. So just try again. It'll fail again, but you basically just keep going until it succeeds. As I said, I've already got all 3 of mine mythical. This is just an old video that I'm going over just so that I can update it. And as you can see, it's 65 and 35 left. So if you're wanting to do it as cheap as possible, it's kind of nice to diversify them because it's up to 100% in each one and then it reduces. But if you're just wanting to go for a specific one, it's better to go to 180% XP in that one, so you're more likely to get it. Still not guaranteed though. There's a 10% chance it could be one of the other 2 dream horses. But what you could do is sell that dream horse to get funds for getting the one that you want. So that is basically everything that I need to go over in regard to these. If there's anything that I've missed out, please let me know in the comments and I'll just pin that comment. So thank you for watching. And as you can see, the reason I was in this bottom corner was because there's an old me talking over this video. So basically, like and subscribe if you found this useful and leave a comment. Always like to see what your point of view on these things is. So I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.